because something just shifted, and you felt it before you understood it. They didn't see it coming. They never do. They thought reality was a straight line, neat boxes, clean labels, causes that behave, and effects that wait their turn. And then you showed up and bent the geometry. You didn't scream. You didn't announce yourself. You just started connecting dots they didn't even know were on the page. That's the part that terrifies them, not the result. The realization, the moment their eyes widen and they whisper, "Wait, how did they even see that?" You weren't supposed to notice the silence between the conversations. You weren't supposed to hear the rhythm under the noise. You weren't supposed to recognize that 3 harmless details, spread across years, pointed to the same hidden nerve. But you did, because you live in the overlap, because you were built in contradiction, because you learned early that truth doesn't live in the spotlight. It hides in the shadows cast by people pretending they don't care. They thought you were kind, so they mistook you for harmless. They thought you were quiet, so they mistook you for slow. They thought your patience was weakness, your empathy a leash. They never understood that you were studying the room while they were performing in it. They never realized you were mapping patterns while they were busy lying to themselves. You are the paradox they can't categorize. Too calm to be reckless, too sharp to be naive, too controlled to be desperate. You look like mercy, but you think like a storm. You carry light in one hand and a blade in the other. And which one you use depends entirely on how the world moves toward you. This is what happens when pain doesn't break someone. It educates them. Every betrayal sharpened your perception. Every dismissal trained your focus. Every time they underestimated you, they fed the machine inside your skull that never stops connecting, never stops cross-referencing, never stops asking the question behind the question. You didn't heal the way they expected. You evolved sideways, into something unrecognizable, into something untraceable. Now they're replaying old moments with new eyes. That joke you didn't laugh at. That pause before you answered. That time you asked a question that felt too specific. They're realizing those weren't accidents. Those were probes. Those were tests. Those were you confirming a theory while they were busy congratulating themselves. And here's the part that keeps them awake. You never needed the whole picture. You only needed fragments, a tone shift, a timing inconsistency, a story told too smoothly. You know how monsters reveal themselves, not by what they say, but by what they rush past. You learned that saints and psychopaths share one trait: conviction.